CD or my PlayStation or what, but the game completely froze earlier, so we will see and hope that it saved where we left off. I'm guessing it saved when I ran, or when I talked to that dude. Fabricated living. Oh, prefabricated living. Just like home. Taste the freedom. Moon Man. A downed companion will pop back up at the end of combat, but not in supernova. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna attack you though, that's fucked up. Fill the room with the juice. That's a lot of loot. That bit far. Yeah, she cute. Yeah, she want a slice. I got Chuck E. Cheese.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm gonna call y'all space lizards. Some objects explode when hit. Shoot them when enemies are nearby for an explosive surprise. Okay. What the? Shit, guys, my aim. Why won't you die? Die! Shit. I'm sorry, man, but fuck. Well, I did just blow up your friend. It's my bad. That's on me. I'm just following orders, man. Oh, God. Alright. Pistol. Okay. Oh, I like that when you sneak, you can kind of see through the grass a little bit. Okay, so... Shit. Am I supposed to fight this dude? Oh, shit. Okay, I think I'm supposed to sneak. Okay, fuck. That was embarrassing. Emerald Vale, that's where I am right now. I keep forgetting. I'm gonna save that as a screenshot, so it's probably gonna look all weird on y'all's end. Okay, so... I have to sneak past... Get away, bro. Sorry, man. I blew up your friend and shit. You're just doing your job. I'm just doing my job. That's how I see it. So, tarmac and cheese. Bunch of banana. Y'all, do y'all see these bananas? Look at the bottom of those bananas. That is trippy. Mock apple. Fast ration pill, bread. Fish sticks. Okay, so I'm gonna try to... I think this is the way, guys. Okay, so the gun is not the way to go, and I'm realizing that now, because then all these people are gonna fucking hear me. Shit. I'm just trying to do my job, everybody. Just let me through, let me through. Oh, fuck. Bro, can he see me? Martyr Vandal. Oh, this is the dude that fucked up the dude in the cave. These are the dudes who fucked that guy up. Alright. This is tough. I'm trying to follow, see what these dudes, what they're... Oh, fuck.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
Oh. Hello.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he? Well, that's a relief. You don't want to know how much paperwork's involved in paying off a gravesite fee. We'll see him back to Edgewater. Just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
Don't want to be intimidating.
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go. Open fire!
Okay. Shit, guys. Y'all took care of that. You can fast travel to locations you have unlocked by opening your map and selecting your destination.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Yeah, right, bish.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authority. Hello, Marauder. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to
Oh,
eject
fuck.
incoming parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? I understand. You are speaking metaphorically. You wandered outside this ship and experienced a permanent, life-changing encounter. The old you is dead. Welcome back, Captain Hawthorne. I extend felicitations and congratulations on your life-changing experience. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. The settlement of Edgewater is located nearby. I recommend speaking to the administrator of Edgewater and requesting assistance. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new captain's identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? It is difficult for me to do so. I am programmed to accept commands from Captain Alex Hawthorne, after all. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Power regulator. Every time you level up, you earn skills. Blah blah blah. Okay. Time for some loot.
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench.
There's a little old gun.
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself.
No,
Right
thank
before
you.
you died.
That's sad.
The ship's engines cannot be powered until a replacement regulator has been properly installed. Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown. I suppose everything on the Unreliable belongs to you now, Captain. Help yourself. No, really.
This is chess? No. Fuck, I don't know what that game's called.
These are the crew's quarters. Alex preferred to travel alone, but he always had me.
Alright, I guess that's it.
I'll be with you, friend. I'm Ernie, from the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources. Town sent me hereabouts to check on the guards. Now, seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but seems to me that the ranking officer is dead. Mind telling me what happened here? Altercation, you say? Yeah, shame as that goes. Spacer's Choice policy strictly prohibits dying during work hours.
What?
Guess I'd better get to cleaning up. Can't just leave company property scattered about, bleeding out on the dirt. No can do, friend. That armor's Spacer's Choice property. Bodies, too. Living or otherwise. Company policy, you see. You don't want to amble on over to Edgewater at your earliest convenience. Constable's office might have work for someone with your, let's just say, aggressive disposition. Oh, and be sure to stop by the Edgewater Provisioner for a can of salt tuna. It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's Choice. Don't get paid bits to chat with strangers. You want to chew the rag, go talk to Silas over by the cemetery.
Bye, bish. Aggressive disposition. Oh shit. Ooh, Edgewater. That looks so cool. Alright, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this, so just... Alright, the screen's probably gonna look a little janky for a couple seconds. Oh shit, how the fuck did... I barely even jumped. Okay. Edgewater. Whoa. How many moons do we have? 2? 3? If that's a moon up there. Alright, I'm gonna take another screenshot, so... Okay. Sorry about that. For some reason, when you screenshot it... Oh, shit. Am I allowed to talk to these people? Like, I have no idea. I have no idea. Can I go up to you?
They start asking you for some medicine, come tell me. I'll set them straight.
Medicine? What the fuck are you
Keep
talking
your
about?
distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Well, I'm curious, so...
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me. Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in the sick house. We're not worth your time. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association. People are gonna talk. The walls talk, is all. We all got sights on each other. Any of us breaks company protocol, boss is gonna hear about it from 6 different mouths. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plagued. You don't want what we've got. Don't. Please. I could get into a lot of trouble. People trouble. Lazy worker like me getting special treatment from some out-of-town physiker like you. People will talk. Company always tells us weak spirits lead to weak bodies. If I didn't want to fall sick with plague, maybe I should have worked harder. Maybe I should have taken more pride in my work. I really wish you wouldn't say those sorts of things. I told you once already. People could be listening. I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell. Hey! What do you think you're doing? Just keep your fingers to your own self, okay?
Something's not right. Waste of company ammo! I consider it a fine bonus! What was that?
What the fuck? Who you running from, bro? Bruh. Dude.
Waste of company ammo!
Company ammo?
Spacer's choice takes care of its own. they start asking you for some medicine, come tell me. I'll set them straight.
I have no idea what would just happen. Looks like a barber shop.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Just keep your fingers to your own self, okay? Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene.
Shit, I lost some rep,
Cleanliness
guys.
is next to lawfulness.
My reputation just went down.
So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague.
Ugh, this guy
I'm
is
Conrad.
bougie.
You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable. Go ahead. Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started. The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame. Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us. Mr. Tobson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours.
Receptionist shot himself. Company's gonna have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay for his body price. This is gonna ruin us. I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth, heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay his body price and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Fuck, dude. That's crazy, because, like, this dude shot himself, and now people have to spend money and shit.
Hey, I warned you.
Hey, I saw it.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, these are the bathrooms.
Sorry. I got a lot to do.
You read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
If only McDevitt's folk.
Never seen you here before. You a visitor? Welcome. On behalf of the Spacer's Choice family, let me welcome you to, where am I again?
Edgewater.
Edgewater, jewel of the Vale. May the law bless our beloved cannery with 100 years of, what's it called? Productivity. That's the one. Yep, that's us. Productive. Oh, it's fine. I'm only on my 3rd bottle. I don't start heaving up my guts as long as I can count to 3. Company lets me imbibe as much zero-G brew as I can afford. Even gave me a discount on account of my injury. You jealous yet? Yep. Got my mid stuck in a rotor wheel. Shredded my wrist up real good. Conrad went and sewed up my hand, but I couldn't do much about the pain. Boss was real generous to me, though. Got myself a 5% discount on zero-G brew. After the 2nd bottle, the only pain I feel is emotional. Oh, you can say that again. The Spacer's Choice family is the only family I'll ever need.
Just gotta keep our heads up.
I don't have time for this.
Well, damn.
It's alright. It's alright. I got a lot to do.
Spacer's Chaw. What is that, like? Dip? Spacer's Corona. That doesn't look like a beer.
And your rations yet?
Yep. 2 whole cans of salt tuna.
Heard something outside the walls today.
Nothing for us.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's Choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet. Music to my ears.
Oh, these are cigarettes.
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna pass.
Just keep working. Work fortifies the spirit.
Work fortifies the spirit.
Bro, this is a cult.
Work fortifies the spirit.
What the?
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you around here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the Vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess? You ain't thinking of deserting, are you?
Is this like the cult leader?
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto, at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town? They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No. How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands. The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan.
Oh shit, guys, that was intense. I'm gonna screenshot that, okay? I want to save that dialogue. It's gonna look funky on the screen again. Oh fuck. Okay. What does OSI stand for?
The Order of Scientific Inquiry, also known as scientism to the layperson. You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us. We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle in the universe and its trajectory, we will know everything. The future, the past, each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace. No one will ever need question their path again. Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to Grand Architects ourselves, after a fashion. Well, first there's the matter of the secret blood rites and animal sacrifices. I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Fuck. I was about to be like, bye.
To truly understand the metaphysics involved takes years of study and contemplation. Not to put too fine a point on it, but your choice of wardrobe is not precisely common hereabouts. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Oh, nothing could be further from the truth. I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town. Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here. Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong of me to succumb to distress. This place could be so much more, and I will continue in my quest to make it so. Mechanical tomfoolery is well out of my purview. I suggest you take such matters to Mr. Tobson in the cannery. Oh, and a word of warning. If you're considering wandering around outside the safety of the town, you'd best be cautious. Marauders are about. Though if you are planning on venturing outside, I do have a proposition that may interest you. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
I got you.
So you'll consider it? I do appreciate you hearing me out, and, your discretion. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Okay, so this is for the good.
It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Cool.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
Saltuna. Groove.
The grease monkey, Argo? Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Tobson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Tobson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. The geothermal plant was built by our owners, Spacer's Choice. Lit up the whole Vale once upon a time. Most of the Vale is now abandoned. All that power is going to waste. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations. Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting
least
off
he's
their
honest.
power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that. Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Tobson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
You some sort of freelancer?
We better clear out of Mr. Tobson's office before we talk. We better clear out of Mr. Tobson's office before we talk.
Shit, okay.
Hey, ma'am? Can we talk?
Yeah, hold on. I'm looking for loot.
Just gotta keep our heads up. Move along.
While watching this, I'm realizing that everyone here is basically holding on to a sense of purpose in order to follow orders.
Just gotta keep our heads up.
Yeah, this is sad. Oh, these are my lizard guys.
Just gotta keep our heads up.
Why do y'all all say the same shit?
Hey. What do you think you're doing?
Gotta keep our heads up.
Why did she yell? Why are y'all attacking me?
Everyone all right?
The fuck? I do not remember them being like that. Why did those dudes attack me?
Not a peep from me.
Guys, this whole thing is creepy. Taste of freedom, now with extra added artificial ingredients at no extra cost. This is what it's gonna be like when we all fucking live on Mars. It's gonna be all hyped up at first. Oh, what's that? Complex passwords are a security risk, difficult to remember and often written nearby. Security recommends using a simple, easy to recall code like 1234. I have no idea.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Tobson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Tobson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Tobson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listened to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident. Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Tobson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her. Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Tobson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Books are for rich folk. I wonder what he wants with something like that. About if what Mr. Tobson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all. Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Who's the enemy? When indentured servants are freed, anarchy soon follows. I get it! So, everything about Spacer's Choice is about just having workers as gears like a clock, and the moment they don't want to be a part of the gears, they're enemies, and they either must be destroyed or removed from power. I'm guessing. Sorry guys, I'm just getting lost in this, and in a good way. I mean, I'm enjoying it, so I'm not very talkative, but I hope you guys are enjoying. I wish my streams were better quality, but the highest I can do is 720p. Terror of Monarch. Why are we here?
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon.
You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. The war! The coming apocalypse! Man versus machine! I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies. Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance? Go on. I'm Ludwig Miller, Associate Security Officer for Transportation. Officially? Unofficially? Strictly between you and me, I am the only thing standing between Edgewater and total annihilation. I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. So tuna cans, mostly, some Spacer's chaw, few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid. Enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back. Mechanicals got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
some sort of freelancer?
Oh, this is that parrot lion shit that we saw earlier. It's called a canid. Interesting. Alright guys, so far this game is great. Sorry, I'm stretching. Yeah, I'm gonna take a little break, get up, stretch. I will see you guys in a bit. Like and subscribe.